Hello everyone and welcome back to another edition of West Ham Fan TV on the social, our interactive social media show. We answer questions sent in by you, our viewers. It's been a while, but the boss man's back. You know what, mate?
All right, mate.
Seems to be when you're on, mate, we get a ton of questions.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to hear what the boss has got to say.
Well, a lot of me on this channel this week, so...
Yeah, here's your channel. You are the boss. Right, we've got quite a few to get through, so as I like to say, we'll dive straight in.
Yeah, let's dive straight in.
Right, first one is from @Lukey Malden. Says, has Noble silenced his critics and showed in this last part of the season why he is our captain and should start?
He ain't played. Let's see, the last... he missed 2 games for suspension, didn't he?
Yeah.
And he got dropped for 2.
Yeah. Was he carrying a little knock though?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I wouldn't get rid of Martin.
No. I mean, in the Tottenham game, he was all the players.
He still hasn't been fantastic, but it's an improvement. But I don't think it's just an improvement from him. I think it's an improvement from everyone.
Yeah, I think they're gradually getting used to
each other. Yeah,
to the stadium and the size of the pitch and that. So, yeah. Got one from Gio.
Okay.
Mate Gio. Do we need to decide our main formation before buying players? For example, is buying a right back different to a right wing back?
Well, I know what he's saying, and I think you should have a settled formula. But I also think you should have a player for every position. So you should have a player that can play right wing back. You should have a player that can play right back because it covers all eventualities. I don't think there's room to have just one sort of like player for each position and just play the same way every time. But I think you should have someone to cover every position, and if that means like some players have to get used to playing a second position and that, yeah, maybe. But the thing is with the signings, they should have a formation in mind before they go out and start signing people, and they should have players in mind who would fit round a system rather than just wedging them in like fucking whatever.
Yeah, but then do you think maybe the players should learn? Well, not just the players. I mean, the coaches have got to work on it in training.
Yeah,
the players got to learn the different formations and to play the different formations.
That's right. Yeah. So
this is more of a statement, really, from Sam Zini. Did Tottenham muck it up?
Did Tottenham fuck it up? That says Graham.
I was trying to be polite. But
that is a question, and yes, Sam. Yes, they did.
Yeah, I was trying to be polite, but there you go. This one's from the Graham Fan Club. Hello, everyone. If we got Benitez in the summer, would you see this as progress from the board, as it would show some ambition?
I don't know whether it'd be progression. I mean, I'm quite happy with the manager we've got at the moment.
Yeah, I'd like to keep Slav, if I'm being honest.
But if we was to move, Benitez knows how to win things. Simple as that. He's had the Real Madrid job. I know he's at Newcastle at the minute. It didn't go too well for him in the last part of the Premier League season, but he ain't done wonders in the Championship either. They scraped it by the...
Yeah, I mean, there was a time at the start where it looked like I was going to run away with it, and then they sort of gradually got pegged back.
So I don't know, progression. What is progression? Well, I wouldn't like to say.
No, I mean, I'll be honest. I want to keep Slav.
Yeah, so
I want to keep Slav.
I'll give him at least he's the next year to prove that this season was a little bit of a what do you call it? A curve in the road.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was a learning process. No stadium. And all that.
People are going to talk about the alarm. The alarm keeps on going off in there because I changed the batteries the other day, but it ain't now. Go on.
It's like being in a clubhouse, isn't it?
Yeah, I know.
Just make everyone feel a bit more. Right, next one's from Skills MI. Who is your hammer of the year and why?
Well, the hammer of the year is Mikel Antonio. We know that already. Without a doubt, absolutely nailed on to get it this year. There've been good players. Obiang, I think he might have been in with a shout if he hadn't got injured. But I don't think anyone was taken away from Mikel. He's been the shining light in what is a pretty poor season.
It's been one. It's been like a pretty mediocre.
Yeah,
season,
there's not been a lot of there's not been a lot of like choices really, and just for the goals he scored, you know.
From Billy at Adrian_SNDC. First one is
one Bill, one a week. So choose one.
What one do you want to go for? Go with that one. Second one.
Yeah.
Right, after the Spurs win, do you reckon we can get 6 points from our last 2 games?
No. I don't think we can beat Liverpool.
I think it's.
And I know that. Draw. You know why I think that is? Because Czech's out now, isn't he? He's gone out for a wrist injury. I think they sent a couple of people off to have like sort of, and rightly so, to start recuperating for next summer. You know, they've been playing through injuries, but Oggy might be back. Oggy might get a run out next week or the week after. I won't bother, if I'm honest, because I wouldn't want him relapsing.
Yeah.
I really couldn't give a shit about the last 2 games.
I mean, to be honest, I think it's going to be a draw. I think because neither side is really scoring goals at the minute, and
Liverpool, neither can score goals, and we've got a good defence at the minute.
So because it'd be like a 0-0.
Yeah,
watch it.
I'll take that though.
I mean, watch it. It's going to be 3-3 now. We've said that.
Yeah.
Right, next one's from Angry Billich.
Yeah.
What 3 players, both UK and abroad, do you think we should concentrate trying to sign in the summer? I'd like to get Sigurdsson from Swansea if we can.
I wouldn't mind a striker. Someone like, who can I say? Who's a good striker? There's all that talk about Sturridge. I don't want him. Someone like Ben Yedder, like a goal scorer. Yeah. But we're not going to get him because he's going to cost like a shit ton of money. But someone like that.
Well, I'm going to throw one at goalkeeping wise. Been very impressed with Pickford at Sunderland this season.
Good shout.
He's been
good shout.
Really good, but you know, so if they move Randolph on, I think he could be a good replacement. So, all right, this one's from Mace at Mace WHU69. Is there any justification in adults wearing replica shirts to football?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've got one on now. I've got my retro one on, but I just normally wear like my McLaren blue Fred Perry shirt.
I don't wear them. Right. Like I don't wear them, but no, I don't mind the people that do wear them. It shows your colours. You know what I mean? Like if you're walking around with no colours on, it'd be a very dull day. So let the people that wear the claret and blue wear the claret and blue.
I mean, look, when we was at Wembley in the playoffs, it was a seer.
Yeah.
Claret and blue, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't mind it. The shorts and socks is different matter.
Yeah.
But like shirts, I don't mind that.
You saying like full kit wanker?
Yeah, full kit wankers. They're not welcome.
Yeah. Right. This next one's from Brian Yao. Why hasn't the capacity been increased as promised? 66k, we were told. I think that's more down to the LLDC and the council than the club.
Commissions and all that nonsense. Yeah.
And it's all to do with health and safety as well, isn't it? So, I know, are they working on it to try and...
No, I would imagine so,
yeah. I would imagine they're working behind the scenes to try and get it up to... The seats are there, I think, you know, so... right, next one's from Lewis Tucker. Which 2 strikers would you sell out of Andy Carroll, Sacco and Valencia? Also would like us to try and go for someone like Joshua King and Chris Wood.
I don't know a lot about that Chris Wood. I've heard a lot of good things about him though. Josh King, he's a good player. I think he could do well at a bigger club, and I think he'd do well with us. Andy Carroll, Sacco and Enna, Jesus Christ. Well, straight away I'd sell Sacco and Enna. I like Enna's attitude though. That's the one thing I do like about him. I like his attitude. He's been
doing not too bad at him.
He's not been doing too sad. So he might come back a different player, but I'd sell Sacco and Enna if I had the choice of the two. Yeah,
especially since Sacco hasn't played 2 games this season, so it's not much of a return, is it? Next one's from Billy at Billy_Dennis02. Do you think any of our youth thrive under Bilic, or will they just fade out like a lot of them in the past? Great content, by the way. Keep it up.
Thank you very much.
Billy.
No, they don't, do they? Like, they don't thrive under him. That's the one. If I had to have a criticism, apart from his stubbornness, it's the lack of youth. We've got some good players down there. We've got next season. I think is the season where we're going to start to see a few though. I think Cullen comes back next season. I think Burke, if not Oxford, comes back, and maybe seeing one of the Martinez or the other kid, Nathan. What's his name? They could be signed from Everton. Name escapes me now.
It's gone out of my head now.
Nathan Holland.
That's it.
Yeah, one of them two maybe start getting into the squad, especially if we sell like a few strikers and that. And yeah.
Well, I'd definitely like to see Cullen.
Cullen.
A bit
Cullen's
more
the one.
Into the first team, you know. This one's from Mason Hazelwood. If you could have a former West Ham player for each of the coaching roles with Slav still in charge, who would it be and why?
Former West Ham player for each of the coaching roles. What,
so
striker?
Like defence, striker.
Striker, I'd have Ashton.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because he knows how to play football. Like proper centre forward.
What about Zamora?
Yeah, maybe.
Billy Bonds, defensive coach?
Without a shadow of a doubt. There's no one else alive that matches him. And midfield, Stevie Lomas.
Yeah.
Bit still.
What about Sir Trev? He can teach
him
the finer points. The finer
points of that. But for a bit of still, in my lifetime, Stevie Lomas.
Yeah.
Oh, he was a player, he was.
He was, wasn't he?
Or Johnny Monks.
Yeah. Just for the entertainment value, I think. Yeah. Alright, next one's from Frank Anderson. What can be done at the London Stadium to make sure we continue to produce the type of atmosphere we had against Spurs next season?
Play well.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah, simple as that. I think that it's more the type of game. You know, like when you've got your Chelseas, your Man U's, your Tottenhams.
You know what? I've been to all the grounds around this year, and really in football, apart from the derbies, there ain't no massively loud grounds anymore. When you go to Stoke, they ain't they've got good atmosphere. They've got some of the loudest fans in Europe, but they didn't make a peep against us because we're not their rivals or anything. You know what I mean? I think it's the real rivalries and the night games and things where people get up for it. Unfortunately, they used to sing all the time. People were just not into that anymore.
It's changing. It's different era, different type of fan there.
Yeah.
So, I missed one out a bit. From Lucas Stevenson.
Okay.
Do you think we should go for Danny Ings in the summer?
No.
Here's one same vein from Steve Hill. Would you take a punt on Adam Traore?
Middlesbrough. Yes. Without a shadow of a doubt.
I think Middlesbrough got some decent players. They just haven't played them in the
ridiculous amount of goals, something like 25 goals all season.
Yeah, 26, something like that. I mean, I've got a mate of mine, he's a Middlesbrough fan. He said, they're just set up not to concede, and then when they do,
if I was bringing in a really not world class, but a really good quality forward, I'd also go and bring that Negredo in on
Negredo,
for cheap to have as backup because I think
your brother's been going on about Traore for a couple of months, hasn't he? So, right, this one's from E Hansen 19. What do you guys think of Lanzini's future at West Ham? I mean, he's going
to have a bright future.
Yeah.
It's whether the owners want to have the desire to keep him and match ambition because he's going to want to go and he's going to want to go sooner rather than later because we don't match.
He's still young, isn't he?
Yeah, he's still young. He's got the world at his feet, really. He can go and get into a Liverpool or an Arsenal or something like that and he'll play. But, just keep him. Start to try and compete for things like you promised everyone and, we might have a chance.
Right, next one's from Josh Verrills. Cleary's work rate is superb, but his finishing leaves a lot to be desired. He's got mixed views from fans. Would you sign him permanently or not? See, he's one of them. Like I say, he's an hard worker. He holds the ball up well, and he brings other people.
His strength is unbelievable.
But when you're a striker, you're paid to score goals.
Yeah,
and that's what you're judged on.
And you can't. To be honest with you, I've seen him miss chances that I would score. Do you know what I mean? And
I mean, I like the lad. Yeah,
he's a good worker. He's an honest lad. hard worker. His strength is unbelievable. His hold-up play is unbelievable. Maybe he'd benefit from a different system, playing with a 2 up top, because I think he could bring, like if we attacked more and brought players forward, he can bring people into play. But I want to see my centre forward score goals. He ain't particularly big lad, is he? He's not like an Andy Carroll type who's not going to score a lot on the floor. He's going to score a lot with his head.
Yeah.
You know, he's going to get his chances with his feet. And unfortunately, he doesn't seem like he can do it.
Right, this one's from Bomber at G Murphy. Should the board be looking for more investment into the club if we don't spend money this summer?
Yes.
I mean, there's a bit of money there at the minute, you know.
Well, there should be, and if there ain't, I want to know why.
Yeah. Well, when we had the money from the Pirate sale, TV money, there'll be more of that next year. Plus whatever you get for staying in the Premier League.
Well, they ain't
as well.
fucking hardly spent fuck all this year on net spend.
Next one is from Lewis at First Lewis. What would you lads consider as a good season next year? What should we be aiming for? Top 10, good cup run, or more convincing at the bowl? I'd like to have a run at the top 10, a good cup run.
All three, actually, yeah.
Yeah, I'd, top 10.
Get in the top 10, possibly 9th or 8th.
Have a real go at one of the cups.
Have a real go. And, and make it our own more consistent.
Right, this one's from James Hawkins. After going to the Everton and Spurs game only this year, am I lucky or is it actually starting to feel like home finally? Come on, you Irons.
It is a little bit.
Yeah.
It is a little bit. I think wins do that as well, like and decent performances, like and decent results. Now, when you're getting trounced every week, it's not a good place to go, is it? Like,
no.
I've even felt that at the bowling before. I remember one run of results where we didn't win there till January, and like, I think it was the year we went down.
Yeah.
And we didn't win. We didn't beat Blackburn there till January, and it was like trudging yourself up there.
It was just like that when you're sitting there going, I'm going to get beat again.
Here we go again. And I've got that sort of feeling this season, you know what I mean? Especially getting trounced there by Southampton. And
that's the one that done me when we got beat 3-0 by Southampton. Sitting there
and the Watford game as well. That was a massive. Like, I think that was a turnaround of our season because, like, just before that, we was unbelievable there. Like, do you know what I mean? We was absolutely unbelievable. Probably the best football we played all season. And then we started to try and be a little bit flash and a little bit too cocky, and our frailty showed. And they just thought, no, I'm not fucking having this. Yeah. And then they started just pasting us. So, yeah.
He's a good one to finish on. It's from Tyler Metcalfe. Your favourite ever West Ham moment?
Personal one. It's got to be that bowling game, like anniversary today. But I'm not just saying it. It's got to be it because everything was perfect that night, and it was written in the stars. Yeah. If not that, the Ipswich semi-final was a great atmosphere. Just to see the place rocking like it was. It was.
I mean, Cup final 2006 bar. The losing bit. Yeah. I mean, the fans that day were brilliant.
Semi-final was good.
Brilliant, yeah.
Semi-final was good. That was a great feeling, yeah.
With the Johnny Lyle
tribute. John Lyle tribute, and then just winning it, scraping it 1-0.
Yeah.
Winning it in the last 10 minutes, that was good. But, I think them. I'll pick them.
Yeah. Yeah. Good choice.
Thank you.
That's it for this week.
Wicked, mate.
So, thanks everyone who took the time to send in a question. Do apologise if we missed any, but we did have quite a few this week, so we may have missed some. So I do apologise for that. Got lots of videos going up this week. We've got it's already up, the bowling tribute one.
I worked hard on that, mate. I'm still tired.
You do look a bit tired, as it goes, but do have a watch of it. It's a fantastic video.
Top 5 iconic kits going up tomorrow.
Yeah, and we've got the Scotty's away, so I'll be filling in.
That's a competition
for
as well.
Scotty's previews. What, the top 5 kits?
Yeah.
Well, you can win the top 5 kits.
No, you win one from classicshirts.com if you go to the Ball Street. But keep your eyes out.
Put the link up for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And got your musings going up this week?
No, next week.
Next week. Okay, and obviously Dan's
breakfast show.
Breakfast show. Yeah, there's loads going up this week, isn't there?
Yeah.
So do look out for all of them.
Post-match pint, Sunday.
Yeah. Will it be post-match reaction?
No, it'll be post-match pint.
Post-match pint, eh? knowing look now. So do look out for all our videos going up this week. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter.
At West Ham Fan TV.
Facebook.
Facebook.com/West Ham Fan TV.
Website.
www.westhamfan.tv.
And all other multimedia.
Snapchat.
Social media, sorry, not multimedia. Social
Snapchat,
media.
Twitter.
We're on all of it. Look for us on all of it.
Don't use it, but we're on it. Instagram.
So one thing left to say, because this fella's got to get off to bed, he looks like he's going to go to sleep. Come on, you irons.